Honesty always. Why am I talking about honesty in real estate? Why does it apply to real estate? You hear about honesty a lot outside of real estate. I like to compare real estate with dating so much because there's so many similarities, but you want to be honest when you're thinking about moving, buying, whatever you're doing. You want to be honest. You want to be upfront. You want to know, you want to tell the people that you're working with what's going on from the start so that there's no disasters later on in the end. It's kind of just like dating, like I said. You're not going to pretend like you love football when you hate it just so you can date with somebody, right? Because at some point, when you're stuck on Sundays watching hours and hours of football, you're going to be miserable and you're going to have a blow up saying you can't do this anymore. Like the same thing happens with real estate. I've worked with buyers who tell me, "Hey, I'm talking to my lender. I don't know if I should tell them this. I don't know if I should hide this info, this or that." I say tell them everything. The last thing you want to do is hide information so that later on right before closing, the deal ends up falling apart. And when you thought you were going to have this transition, you thought you were going to move and have this idea of a life, ends up not even ever existing in the first place because we were working off wrong information. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we just recently had a deal where the week before closing, we ended up finding out some information and the buyers ended up getting rejected on their loan. Now, there's always, you never know the full picture, right? It could be the lender, it could be the buyer, whatever it is, there wasn't enough information that was, people weren't transparent on what happened. The thing is, you want to be upfront about any issues you have, any trouble you're having, what your situation is, because you want to be working on what you realistically get to deal with. And when you hide things from your team members, anytime you buy a property or sell your property, you're working with the team. And if you hide things from them, it's just gonna backfire, and you're just gonna have a disaster at the end of the day and a messy situation. Now, look, anytime you sell, you're working with a realtor, you're working with a lender, and you're working with an attorney. Okay, and you want all those team members to be on the same team to help you get you to the next season of your life. And if you're hiding information, if you're not being totally upfront with them, it's just going to cause a lot of issues down the line, which is what we're not trying to do for you. And it kind of works both ways, right? You want to be honest with them and you want people to be honest with you too, right? You want people who can give you the good news and people who can give you the not so good news that you don't want to hear. But guess what? You're never going to be able to problem solve. You're never going to be able to make it through whatever issue you're having if you don't have somebody who can tell you what's really going on. So it works both ways. I want you to be intentional whenever you're thinking about working with somebody on what kind of person are you going to be having on your team? What kind of relationship are you going to be having with these people? Because if you can't be honest with them about issues you're having, if you're going to pretend like you're thinking about buying a car, but you want to hide it, and then people end up finding out before closing, it just blows everything up, and it just makes your life a little bit more difficult. And I've learned after what 31 years that everything catches up to you at some point. And if you're trying to hide information, at some point it's going to get out and people are going to find out. As much as you want to hide it, people are going to find out. So be honest and be intentional on the people you work with. You want to be having people honest around you so that you can so that they can help you get you to your next transition. And you also want to be honest to them so that they can help get you to where you want to go. We can't help you unless you give us the real information, unless you're honest with us and tell us what's going on. And if you don't feel comfortable enough to be honest with them, that's a different story. But that's why I say from the start, choose people who you can be intentional and honest with so that you can feel comfortable enough to be open with issues that are coming along so that you can work through them. So, honesty is always the best policy. Yes, I'm quoting that probably from kindergarten. It's still applicable today, no matter how old you are. So, that's the note for Chris's Corner this Monday. Hopefully, you're ready for Halloween tomorrow. Hopefully, you're excited for candy. Don't eat too much sugar. What's one day? It's one day, right? If you don't eat sugar normally, have at it. Enjoy the Halloween. Enjoy getting a lot of candy. Otherwise, try to space it out a little bit. But hopefully you have an amazing Halloween. Hopefully you enjoy the day.